Hello, and welcome to Flow with the Girls. Today's mini class will be themed around Anahata, or the heart chakra. This chakra houses our compassion and the love we have to give to ourselves and others. We will move through some poses that open up the chest, preparing us to receive the positive energy of this chakra. Begin to notice your breath, inhaling the energy of love and releasing any feelings of indifference or hostility. If you are not yet in Sukhasana, come to sit cross-legged. Inhale and arch your back, expanding your chest forward. Exhale and round your spine forward, gently chucking your chin. Repeat a few more times, moving through a seated cat and cow. If it feels good in your neck, we invite you to look up during inhalation for greater spinal extension. Pause in the center with the long neutral spine. Inhale and reach your hands up to the sky, keeping your ribcage contained. Exhale and bring your right hand or forearm to the side, reaching your left arm up and over. Keep your left sit bone rooted to the ground as you reach. Feel the stretch along the left side of your body. On an exhale, bring your left arm around and down, then walk your hands to the other side. Inhale and open into a right side stretch with your left hand or forearm on the ground. Again, feel your right sit bone rooting into the ground as you reach your right arm. When you feel even on both sides, walk your hands back to the center and slowly roll up to neutral. Switch the cross of your legs and we'll begin again. Inhale for seated cow. Exhale for seated cat. Pause in the center and inhale your arms up. Exhale and bring your left arm or forearm down, reaching your right arm up and over. Try to relax the shoulder away from the ear, opening up more space. On an exhale, bring your arm down and walk your hands over for a stretch to the opposite side. When you feel both sides are even, walk your hands to the center and roll up to your seated position. Roll over to tabletop. In table, have your shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees, and engage your core. Inhale into a few cat-cows here. Feel free to play with your wrist orientation in order to stretch out your wrists. When you feel satisfied with this movement, settle into a neutral table. Tuck your toes, walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders, and, feeling the engagement of your core, hover your knees for a moment or two. Exhale with bent knees into the first downward dog of this practice. Take a moment to walk your dog, bending one knee while extending the other leg, and then switching. Settle into your dog, putting even weight in your shoulders and hips. Press your palms forward and down while driving the heels of your feet towards the ground to lift your sit bones. You can even add a bend to your knee to help you press your chest closer to your thighs. On an exhale, look forward and start to tiptoe your feet towards your hands, coming into our first Uttanasana, or standing forward fold. Bend your knees in your forward fold so that your chest lays over your thighs, offering its support. You can sway in your fold, nod your head yes, shake your head no, releasing tension. Still those movements, and on an inhale, come into a halfway lift. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale and rise with your arms. Then exhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. As we come into Tadasana, or mountain pose, we can begin anew. As we begin to open our hearts physically, take a moment to think about what the practice has brought up for you thus far. And we begin again. Inhale, making a semicircle to bring your arms up. Exhale, and bend at the elbows, bringing your shoulder blades back and chest forward. Inhale and bring your arms back up. Exhale, coming into spinal extension. Inhale one more time, and exhale for a longer hold. Be mindful to keep your tailbone tucked to ensure the extension is coming from your thoracic spine. Swan dive into a forward fold. Inhale and halfway lift. Then exhale into a forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat and step your feet back one at a time, moving into plank position. Hold for a few moments. Slowly lower to the ground on an exhale from plank or with your knees down. Tuck your tailbone and engage your core. On an inhale, press your feet into the mat and come into a hands-free cobra. Keep the neck neutral and squeeze your shoulder blades together for greater extension. Exhale back down, taking a moment to notice how the back bend felt in your body, and taking a moment to rest before we begin again. Inhale into another hands-free cobra or baby cobra. If you're in cobra, feel as though your hands are sliding back to give your chest more space to move forward. When you're satisfied, exhale back to the ground and, through reverse table or plank, make your way back into downward dog. Take a few breaths here in downward facing dog. On an exhale, walk, step, or float your way to the top of your mat in forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to rise. And exhale, bringing your palms together at heart center. Take a moment again to consider your practice. Are you having limiting beliefs in what your practice should look like and how you should feel? Observe your thoughts in a non-judgmental way and offer compassion to yourself for showing up today. Moving into sun salutation. Inhale, reach up with palms connected. Exhale and dive into Uttanasana. Inhale to halfway lift and exhale to forward fold. Step back into plank and hold for a few breaths. We invite you to exhale into Chaturanga Dandasana, or all the way down to your belly. Inhale into your back bend of choice. Exhale and make your way back to our final downward dog of the practice. On an inhale, slowly roll forward into plank pose and slowly exhale your body all the way down. Roll over to your back and place your feet on the mat hips width apart with knees bent, preparing for bridge pose. On an inhale, press into your feet to bring your hips, sacrum, and lower back up. Use the support of your arms on the ground to bring your chest to chin. If able, roll your shoulders underneath and clasp your hands on the mat to create more space. Exhale and slowly roll down onto your back. When ready, we invite you to go into another bridge or to take a block if available and place it under the sacrum for supported bridge pose. If wheel is in your practice, you can move into this pose by placing the palms by the ears and pushing into your feet and hands to come up. Take a few breaths in your back bend of choice. When you feel ready, slowly lower onto your back and notice how that made you feel. As we wind down our practice, we invite you to come into Happy Baby, or if it feels better in your body, perhaps a supine twist or straight to Shavasana. If you're in Happy Baby, try to press your sacrum into the mat so that you maintain a flat back. You can rock in your Happy Baby, extend one leg out, or extend both legs out. When you're ready to come into Shavasana, have your hands and legs apart with palms facing up, ready to receive from the universe. Release any remaining tension from your muscles, your jaw, and your eye sockets. This is our way to tell the body its work is done, and it is time to relax and restore. Are you in a space to release what no longer serves you and receive cosmic love? Are you in a space to share that love with others? When you're ready, slowly bring awareness back to your body, circling your wrists and ankles. Take a full body stretch when you feel ready and roll into fetal position on the left, also known as our lunar or yin side. Take a couple moments here before coming up to your final seat. Bring your hands to heart center. We hope you all felt love and compassion in this space. We aim to cultivate an environment of love and compassion. Thank you for sharing your practice with us. Wishing you all peace and blessings. Namaste.